they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they can make surface-level catches.
Hey, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Looking to throw at Stevens. Quarterback just missed it. Incomplete.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on them throughout the course of this game. They did right.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look so out in the open field. He's making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense is now to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent on this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air, because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Right down the middle. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarter.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Unloads to the right. He's got it. They make the stop, and not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Yellow Jackets are on the move. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Who's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Or they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. And this one is Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They're able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Right on the money. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Stevens. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
This could absolutely spin this game in another. He's picked up and he's thrown a dozen. And he's wrapped up after his solid return on the kick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking up the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The gift to the tailback. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Made the grab and kicked on in for the score. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not looking for those. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to throw, it's Stevens. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags in the third down.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync, coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to punt the big return, and they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out in front of the ground.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Hunt is in the air. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Works his way ahead for three. They'll spot it at the 18.
to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Quarterback gets a first down. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
And, man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
The Tar Heels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Give to the running back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Stevens. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And with the extra points, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Started. And he'll just take him to end this drive. The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. So first down here as they go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to the playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
He's got it on the right.
This quarterback right now is in blue. He's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now what they had in mind to start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Stevens. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bryant. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and long for the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Daly. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Tar Heels want to move quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover. Pick up the first. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Running back searching for a hole. And maybe
Up front defensively, they made a play. They gave him nothing now.
got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Off near the sticks, it's Bryant. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the option. Tried to find his way forward, and he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by this defense. Understanding responsibility football. Playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's third and goal and third and long. Quarterback making checks. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. With that field goal, guys.
We came back to tie before half so far.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Gets it out quick. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Nice right there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And he was on his way. Gets all the way to the 38.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Complete with conviction on the pass. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. leaves it with the running back. Breaks in the middle. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw at Stevens. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds a man in the middle. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Tar Heels with the first and 10. They'll leave it with him. Creates a little space. He stopped at the 32. Picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Quick tempo here for the offense. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Snag out of the air.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the snap.
Trying to pick it up from the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this big time. And makes the grab. It's a first down. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides to back and lead. The Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The run to the quarterback. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Big guy smells it. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Trying to search it in. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Touchdown, UNC! Quick strike through the air from the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. Precise relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the book. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All right, guys.
So we tied it. like I was saying, we tied it up 0-0 again. Okay, let's go.
Hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. With that said, let's send it back to the 5th oldest venue in college football, Bobby Dodd Stadium.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Coleman? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about this coaching staff with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Third down conversions, always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long to the 27. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Pretty good job of running to get through there to the 32.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing in this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. They got to keep that up here in the second half.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Stevens. Throws to the tight end. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll run it from the gun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down and 2nd and 4. And the Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry-up here. Just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Defense did a great match up, third and short of the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
And the quarterback was looking for the big fella. And I tell you what, throw these routes to big tight ends. It usually ends well, but it was really, really good coverage, breaking on that corner route and getting the ball to the ground.
Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Stevens. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single cover, double cover, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Release to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his man. It's Daly. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the ground game. Runs through a tackle. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line. A big red zone opportunity here. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Takes the easy completion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
To throw, it's Stevens. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Daly. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Quarterback will keep it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Gets the back moving. Wide receiver going in motion. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, North Carolina! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 9 to Purdue. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the quarterback trying to get aggressive there on 3rd down. He saw something he liked in a matchup he wanted to take advantage of, but the defense, they simply weren't fooled, and they're able to come away with the pick.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, and time will expire here in the 1st. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national.
All right, so we taking the lead, man. Going into the 4th, try to seal this.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Off the play fake. Complete to the left. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
At this point in the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
To the air, it's Stevens. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the 1st down, a few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a dub.
They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Complete. And it will be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. And the Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Wide receiver comes in motion. Goes to the option. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the knee.
I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback. But he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. It's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, it's a nice interception. At this point of the game, up 2 possessions in a 2-minute situation, the offense is so predictable. You know they're going to throw the football. So everybody on defense, they're just trying to see the ball thrown and then breaking on it, Nice job coming away with that turnover.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. They want that clock to run. Oh, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead.
That should just about do it.
Here he comes with the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was over if we just ran the details to the right route. Hang on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build on day to day.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab down the middle. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Tight end getting vertical. They'll immediately call timeout.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Now from inside the red zone. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. 3rd down coming up.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8th. The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
switch over, down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Looking downfield, it's Stevens. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, that's one that will have the coverage.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for the squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.